thinking we should have like a oval. How does an oval look? There we go. There's an oval. Okay. So now, how many people are directionally challenged? So when I say go left, and you guys don't go this way, you go that way, I know you're directionally challenged. Okay, so there's 5 sources of energy. There's energy of sun, which enters through the top of the head. There's energy of earth, which enters through the bottom of the feet. There's cosmic energy into the lungs. There's food and water into the stomach. And there's ancestral energy that is mystically stored in your kidneys. All 5 energies coalesce 4 fingers below the belly button. And that's what we call the lower dantian. Then we have the middle dantian. And then we have the upper dantian. Now, the lower dantian encompasses the first 3 chakras, okay? So, we have the root chakra, we have the sacral chakra, which is food and sex, and then we have, I'm glad you noticed that, and then we have the solar chakra. So the solar chakra is the chakra that is personal power, but it also pushes the air out of the legs. Then we have the middle dantian. The middle dantian is the heart chakra, but the middle dantian encompasses the 3rd, 4th, and 5th chakra. So the middle dantian and the lower dantian overlap at the solar plexus chakra. The upper dantian, it encompasses 5th, 6th, and 7th, and it overlaps at the 5th. So where the middle and the lower overlap is at 3, and where the middle and the upper overlap is at 5. So the 3rd chakra pushes the air out of the lungs so that it vibrates past the vocal cords, and that's how we're able to make sound. Now, what if you started talking like this? I would be listening to you and I'd say, why are you talking in your throat? Or I would say, why are you talking in your nose? What's wrong with you? Or I would say, you're now resonating in your 3rd chakra, in your personal power. So you can have the ability to send the energy up or down. So that is one of the benefits of learning Chinese medicine yoga, is that you can literally project your voice within your own body. So does that sound like fun? Okay. So I want you to put your left hand above the belly button and the right hand below the belly button. Okay? Left hand above, right hand below. Okay, so now, when you blow into a balloon, what happens to the balloon?
Expands.
It inflates. So when you breathe in, what is your belly going to do? Your belly will inflate. Okay, breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. No. Breathe in. 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 No. Breathe in. No. Breathe in. No. Breathe in. No. Breathe in. Okay. So some of you, when you are breathing in, are pulling your stomach in instead of pushing your stomach out. So I want you to be very aware that when you breathe in, you want to push the belly out. And when you breathe out, you want to push the belly in. Okay? Now, when I first learned yoga, the yoga teacher said, contemplate your belly button. What the hell does that mean? Contemplate my belly button. I didn't know what he was talking about. But he never taught us that there was muscularity behind there. What's behind your belly button is your pyloric valve. It's the bottom of the stomach that connects to the duodenum. Unless you have the power to contract your belly button, you're not going to squeeze the chyme, which is the liquid digestate from your stomach, into your small intestines. That's no good, right? So, 3 times. Breathe in, push the belly out, breathe out, push the belly. Breathe out. Go in. Out. Okay, last time. Breathe in. I'm watching you. And breathe out. That's much better. Okay, now, feet positioning should be directly underneath your hips. Okay? Your hips are a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Okay. A little bit bigger. Now, what I want you to do is shift all your weight to the heel of the foot. Don't lift the toes up. And now shift back to neutral. And now shift from the front of the toes. And now breathe in, push the belly out. And now shift back to neutral. And start to push in. And now shift back to the heels. And now push all the way in. And then shift back to neutral. Start to breathe in. And then shift to the toes. And breathe all the way in. Stay in the belly. And now shift back to neutral. Start to push the hands in. And now shift to the heel and push all the way in. And now breathe in. And now press down with the toes. Push the belly out all the way in. And now shift back to neutral. Start to push the belly in. And now shift to the heels and push all the way in. Okay. Now I want you to drop your hands. And I want you to put your hands below your gluteus maximus. Okay? Hands below the gluteus maximus. And now I want you to roll your pelvis completely forward. What happens to the muscles in the back of your leg when you did that? They tightened up. Now I want you to stick your butt back 1 inch. No, just 1 inch. Just your butt. Don't lean back. Just stick your butt back 1 inch. What happened to the muscles now? They relaxed. Okay, that's the position I want you to be in. Okay? Now, we're on our heels. We're on our heels. And now you're going to start to lift your hands up. You're going to start to breathe in. And now you're at neutral position. And now you're going to shift to your toes. 80% of your weight's on your toes. And you're going to bring your hands up shoulder height. And now you're going to shift back to neutral. Hands are halfway down. And now you're going to shift the weight to your heels. And your hands are all the way down. Okay, and now you're going to start to breathe in. You're going to shift into neutral. And now you're going to breathe all the way in, 80% on the toes, press down with the toes. And now shift back to neutral. And now shift back to the heels. Okay, now we're going to make it more complicated now that you got the basics. Now we're going to start to breathe in. We're going to shift into neutral. We're going to press down with the big toe and the second toe. And you're going to feel the muscles in the front part of your leg move up to your knee. Okay, so feel your knee muscles engage. And now come back to neutral. And you're going to send that energy to the back of the knee, because that's one of the chakras. And now, as you drop the hands, you're going to relax your butt, and you're going to feel the chi go down the back of your calf into your heel. Okay? And now, start to come up. And now press down with the toes and feel the chi go up the front of your leg to your knee. And now as you drop the hands, the chi is going to go to the back of the knee, and now it's going to go down into your heel. Okay? So I'm going to stop for a second. Okay? So when chi starts, when she's 80% here, she's going to pull it up to here. It's going to go down the back to the back of the knee and down the back of the calf into the heel. It's going to go to the front. So she's making an energy circulation around the knee. So the bottom of the foot chakra is connected to the kidney. That's called bubbling spring. So that literally absorbs the energy from earth into the bottom of her foot. So we're all going to shift the weight into neutral, press down on the toes, and as the hands come up, the hand is literally pulling it up to the knee, and then when she goes back into neutral, it goes to the back of the knee, and then when she goes into neutral, it's the back of the knee, and now it's going to go down the back of the leg into the heel. Okay, and then she starts to breathe in, and press down with the toes, and then it comes up, and then it goes down to the back, and down the back of the calf into the heel. Okay? Does anybody have a problem with that? Is everybody feeling it? You feeling it? You feeling it? How about you? You okay? All right. So, when we press down with the toes, we're literally engaging those muscles in the front of the knee. Now we're going to make it more complicated. The next time we do that, we're going to pull it from the knee up to the lower dantian. So when we press down with the toes, we're going to engage the knee, we're going to go past the knee up to here, and then when we go back to neutral, we're going to go to the back, and we're going to go down the back of both legs into the heel. So now we're making a bigger circulation. So before it was just the knee, now we're going up to the lower dantian, and when you're here, and you start to go here, you're going to move the chi from the front straight through to the back. And that's why I had you push in, breathe in and push in, because when you push in, that's the feeling I want you to have when it goes to your back. Okay? So 4 fingers below your belly button is called the lower dantian. And when you draw an imaginary line straight to the back, that's called Ming Men or life gate. The life gate is where the life exits. The belly button is where the life enters. Now think about that. You're connected to your mother through your belly button, to her mother, to her mother, to her mother, to her mother, back 4 million years. You have 4 million years of DNA inside your body. How do you access that? This is how you access it. Through the breath, through the spine, and through the mind. We have the access to the Akashic record. Okay? You are the reincarnation of the Buddha, Brian. Life of Brian. Okay. Okay, so we're on the heels. We're sinking the chi. The butt is back 1 inch, so there's no tightness in the back of the hamstring. And now as we shift into neutral, we start to bring the hands up. And now we press down with the toes, and the chi goes into the knee and past the knee up to just below the belly button. And now we shift back into neutral, and we send the chi from the belly button back to the back. And now at this point, it goes down the back of both legs into the heel. We're going to do that a couple more times. Okay, so full weights on the heel. And now shift into neutral. Press down with the toes. Pull the chi up the front of both legs to just below the belly button. And now as we breathe out, we shift the chi to the back. And it goes down the back of both legs into the heel. Start to breathe in, pull the chi up the front of both legs. And now down the back of both, straight through from the front to the back, and down the back of both legs into the heel. Okay, is everybody getting that? Is anybody having a problem with the circulation?
I have one question. When I go here, just one inhalation and then come with the exhalation?
Right.
Okay.
There's one inhalation in and one exhalation down. Okay? So it's coming up the front.
Right.
to here, and then when you start to breathe out, you push in, and it goes through to the back, and then when you start to breathe out, it goes down the back of both legs. Okay? Now, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I have a question. Can you talk about the DNA, right, of reincarnation and reincarnation? Is in the back or in the front?
The DNA is everywhere.
Everywhere? Okay.
But we
Now,
have
can
we
you talk
have
about the life in and the life out?
right. So this is the connection to your mother.
Right.
Okay? But when you die, your chi goes out your back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It
I was
exits.
confused with the...
You were confusing that with the DNA,
yeah,
right?
because for the Shaman's life is part of the reincarnation is here.
Okay.
That's what I was doing.
Okay. You had a question? No? Okay, so you guys are sisters, friends? Okay. So now we're gonna make this more complicated. We're gonna make this more complicated. So now we're gonna shift to the front part of the toe. We're gonna go palm up. And now you're gonna go up on your toes. Palm up, palm down, then bend the knees, and then rock back on your heels. And then palm up on the toes, palm down, bend the knees, rock back on the heels. Palm up, palm down, bend the knees, rock back on the heels. Up, palm down, bend the knees, rock back on the heels. Okay, I think we should all move a little bit forward. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's better. All right, so come down just a little. I'm gonna get in the middle. I feel like everybody's a little crowded here. Okay. So, okay. So, hear some of you breathing correctly. I'm impressed. Okay, keep going. I'm just going to come around and correct you. Okay, so let's go up. Go on your toes. And now bend your knees. And now rock back on your heels. That's it. So up on the toes. Bend the knees. Rock back on the heels. Up on the toes. Bend the knees. Rock back on the heels. Okay, you got it. Okay. So you don't have to go so high. You can just go shoulder height. Okay. So now I want you to imagine that you're 4 years old and you're playing in the bathtub. How as big is the bathtub when you're 4? It's pretty huge, right? So let's have some fun. Let's really play with this. Let's play and splash the water. There we go. So in Chinese medicine, our objective is to move qi and blood. And what are we doing right now? We're moving qi and blood. Now the bottom of the ankle is the bottom of the lymphatic system. So you are literally back flushing the lymphatic system through your ankle. The largest lymph gland in the body is in your armpit. So when you throw your arms down, you're flushing the lymphatic system from the top. So I call this the lymph swing. Now the muscles in your shoulders are called the trapezius muscle. I call them the stress muscles. Because when your shoulders are up tight around your ears, your friends say, Adora, why are you so uptight? Right? Jojo, how you feeling?
Yes, every day.
Yes, you should do this a couple of times a day. Now we do this 88 times, which is just about a minute and a half. And this is the way to start your day. So you go to work, excuse yourself into the ladies' room, do this 88 times, and then instead of 45 squats.
Don't do that, Brian.
Okay.
Don't go to the ladies' room, Brian.
Okay. Hey, we're all one spirit here. Okay, everybody stop. How do you feel?
Better. Amazing.
How do you feel?
Energized.
Energized? How do you feel?
Good.
Feel good.
Amazing.
Yes. How do you feel? That's not an answer.
That's good.
You feel good. All right, that's an answer. Mama?
Wonderful, amazing.
Okay, how do you feel? All right, how do you feel? Brian?
Who's asking who?
Woo! Woo!